Hello, I'm Princess Serena, not Princess Serena, and today we are about to go under some major constructions here at Princess Serena Studios. But before that, I thought it'd be a great time to show y'all an updated look at my whole collection, which almost exactly a year ago to the day, I showed you a look at my collection then, and my wall looks pretty different, I could imagine. I'll insert a clip from that video. But that's the cycle of the pin life, you know? You get some pins, you love them, and then there's certain ones that you like but you don't love anymore, and then you get to pass them on to people that love them and you trade them or sell them for pins that you love, and it just keeps going on and on. It just really ignites the passion I have with pins. If you saw last week's video, I got a giant board that clearly does not fit in the back, but I'm going to make it work. If there's anything that you're gonna take away from me and this channel is, if there's a will, there's a way, and I am going to make it fit in there. I'm going to move things around, switch things out. I'm as curious as you are about how I'm gonna get that giant thing here and still fit all my pins, and I'll show you a sneak peek at the end of this video how that turned out. Without further ado, let's get into it. So my wall actually starts technically on another wall because this is the corner here. So starting up here is my cruise collection. I thought it'd be cute to have its own board to represent all the cruises I've been on and their mascots here, Fun Ship Freddy. And then moving down here is my updated Italy collection. I did recently, well, semi-recently, downsize it, and I made a smaller board with a giant pizza in the middle, which I am obsessed with. I'm really surprised it's not a giant bowl of pasta in the middle because pasta is my go-to, but then again, I'm not an artist. We'll stick to the basics here. Cheese, can't go wrong with that. Moving back up here is my Finding Nemo board. I finally finished this. Oh my gosh, feels so good just to stare at it. And we got fortune, hopefully good fortune in getting my ISOs. I've been killing it lately. Just keep swimming, just keep searching, just keep searching. And I love the tank gang. So I painted little bowling balls. No, they're supposed to be bubbles, but they kind of look like bowling balls on this board. And then the same day, I actually painted this little Etch-a-Sketch as well. Oh, I love this little collection. I'm glad I could honor it onto its own board because as I've been downsizing my Pixar collection, I didn't really have a room for this, nor did I want the majority of my Pixar board to like be one collection. So I was like, hey, might as well make it its own board here. And then moving down is the Wally board, which I haven't touched in so long. Hoping to get more soon, but that is not my focus. Clearly, Once Upon a Time is, and that's why I'm remodeling this whole thing, but this board makes me so happy. This is the one board that I actually haven't even touched, like, since I got it. Like, I got this board last June or July, and I've only made, like, minor changes. You can see, like, a little bit of holes here and there, but all the top, like, is completely untouched, and that is, like, so satisfying to me. And from here, you actually have outer space, and then as you go down, it shifts to like the earth-inspired pins. Moving up here again is my non-Disney nostalgia pins. I casually have a Gravity Falls and Inside Out one here. I'm just not sure what I'm doing with them yet, but they fill this gap quite nicely anyway, so for now they're there, but I'm about to wreck the whole thing, so we'll see where they go. So much nostalgia. Some Nickelodeon, Build-A-Bear, Mario, Scooby-Doo, some Canadian snacks there. We got the Timbits, we got the Canadian Penny, RIP 2013, obsessed. And my gorgeous Ratatouille board is my first and still favorite pin board that I've ever painted. Can't wait to get them all one day. And then one last look at the board that's gonna completely shift off is all my Once Upon a Time pins. Let's focus on the top here, gorgeous. The bottom is very chaotic. They're gonna be next to each other for sure, and all the ones in the series are gonna be together, and may get rid of this, but one last look at this gorgeous pin. And just now that they're actually making Once Upon a Time pins, I don't really need Disney inspired ones, right? The clown. That's it. Doesn't need any other commentary. And then over here is my pins about pins, which I keep refining. And since taking away my Club Penguin collection, I put this little guy on this board because he's a pin trader. It's so cute. And I did add the Pin Trading University one here for my little giant haul. I'm not feeling this board at all, but I'm still feeling a lot of the pins, so I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with these. But I love them and all the Pixar marquees up there. And my Pride and Joy, my Disney Channel collection. We got my Hannah Montana all purples and pinks here. It's gorgeous. And then we go into some more pinks with Lizzie McGuire. And I'm gonna show that in a pin mail video next week. Little sneak peek. And going down, I count Emperor's New Groove because Emperor's New School, duh. We got Disney Junior going on, which there is still a number I'm missing. And then Kim Possible pins, there's a lot I'm missing. I've been slacking. And these are kind of like giant pins. I feel like the giant pins don't really fit on this board. Like they physically fit, but they just don't like look good in the grand scheme of things. So I may put the 3-inch pins on its own thing. I'm not sure, we'll see. Only time will tell. Phineas and Ferb, I love this little blob here. It's just, I love how this is the centerpiece. And if you look really closely, you could actually see Perry and his like pet persona here and there again. And then Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and it's great. I love how most of the Phineas and Ferb pins are like Perry, and that's it. And then we got Proud Family, which I'm going to add some pins really soon, next week to be precise. And a Camp Rock, and yeah, we're back at the top here. This is the one board I am confident is never, ever, ever gonna change unless I get like another Tiny Kingdom Pixar in general pin. I could move here, and this is gonna move over and it'll look good there, but other than that, it is perfection. Moving to the right, this is another pin board that won't change as well as my High School Musical pins. They definitely graduated to its own board, rightfully so. Look at this. Masterpiece of a board, masterpiece of a trilogy, masterpiece of a soundtrack. Must I go on? I mean, the show always goes on, even if the star is late in the 3rd film and late to the audition. And wow, I guess I'm really not that professional. Sharpay had a point to be frustrated that they kept getting the leads. Anyway, here's my travel collection, which I'm hoping to add more to in the near future. Over here, it's my Canadian ones, some US ones. Going down, my Italy ones, some experience travel-esque pins. Another Once Upon a Time pin board, which I'm excited to combine the two. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Disney-inspired ones as of yet. And my Tangled the series board, my other pride and joy. I'm so flabbergasted, but also not really, with how quickly this grew. And I since added this one. Again, I'll show you a closer look next week. And we got my Hanukkah pin collection here, which I do have the 2000 and the 2021 pin. They're just at an American friend's house. Save on shipping. We love that. Extending into the area no one sees on camera, my theater pins. I hope I could display these on my wall. They could actually see. We'll have to see. But I somewhat recently rearranged this with my playbill ones, kind of bordering my Nemo ones that I found at the actual plays. And then I get the playbill ones custom made, and I actually put them in order from like when I've seen them, but it goes like, oh, 1 second, crazy for you. Who went a little crazy there? I am crazy for that play though. Yeah, I did it like this, the order, and then like to go like this instead of just like a line this way or that way. I thought it'd be more fun, and I'm hoping to add a bunch more this year. And then moving up here, we have my like personal Disney pins that like have meaning to me and represent me in a certain way. Of course, starting with my name here, which I know this R isn't from the same set. I had a Rapunzel pin even before that Tangled the series was a twinkle in my eyes, so. And it's purple to match my background, so it's not the worst thing in the world if that's forever my placeholder for Robin. And here we have all the years I've ever been to Disneyland or Disney World. Really hoping to add a 2022 for Disney World. And just beside my play collection, I have my Ariana Grande collection, which yes, those pins exist. They have pins of everything, so I've been realizing. So we have Dangerous Woman, No Tears Left to Cry, which is from my favorite era, Sweetener era. This is from her tour. Not from the tour, but like represents her tour. It is a fantasy pin. The same person made these two. This is official merch, actually. It represents One Love Manchester, and Break Up With Your Girlfriend, and more recently, Rain on Me, her collab with Lady Gaga, and then I'll Thank You Next, Glittery Heart. and then one, of course, that says her name herself. So I love this one. It's beautifully displayed. Of course, I would love more Ariana Grande pins. Here's an overview of my whole wall. Goodbye. We'll see what happens to you soon. Oh, and then I also have these travel pins, but they represent places I've never been to. I was just gifted these pins, or they were like little extras in other packages, and I like the design, so I've kept them. And if I ever end up going to any of these places, I will just add them straight on to my travel one. So we were trying to draw it out, but it didn't really work out, so I'm trying to lay it on my floor. Now I have to measure to see if this will actually fit, like, on the wall. And then I didn't even account for, like, these boards yet. And oh my gosh, this is a lot harder than I thought. I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I've been at it for a while. Oh, hey, look, I'm wearing my Charlie Brown pajamas. That's it for my pin tour. I hope you enjoyed. And as you can see, I'm already ready for my next one. And I would love to know your favorite board that I showed today. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more pin-related content from me every Tuesday. I am so happy with how it turned out. Like, I cannot believe, I could believe that I fit it in. I knew I would. But I can't believe it looks even better now, in my opinion. Like, it looks a lot more clean just because there's only 2 boards on top of each other, as opposed to sometimes there being 3. And then you have my painted pin boards, which is like a different vibe, like off camera towards that side over there. And then I have the Alien Remix board on that side a little bit. So in frame, it's just like all cork, but like framed cork, and it's a look. I love it. I'm excited to film in front of this amazing background. I've been staring at it all day. And I even put my pin that I'm making, like the photo of it, I developed it at Walmart because it has to be my centerpiece. I can't wait till it's actually made for it to be my centerpiece, obviously. And as always, take care of yourselves and have a magical day. Bye.